Hello and welcome to this edition of Marketplace Matters. I'm James Evan from the Issuer Services team at London Stock Exchange, and I'm delighted today to be joined by Jay Shaw, CEO and founder of Praxonomy, one of our Marketplace members. Jay, a very warm welcome to you and thank you very much for giving up your time to speak with me today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting us.
So Jay, tell me a little bit about Praxonomy.
Praxonomy is a software as a service company, a SaaS provider, and we make an application called Board Portal Solution. And specifically what it is a platform for boards of directors, the administrators, and senior leadership teams of companies to help them better collaborate and organize their work. We focus on small cap and mid cap companies, and our kind of key words, the words we live and die by, are that we need to keep it simple, affordable, and secure. And that's what we do.
Great. And what are some exciting projects that you're working on at the moment?
Well, the biggest news for us recently is that we entered into a strategic partnership with and got a strategic investment from Tricor. Tricor is one of the big four corporate secretarial firms in the world, and they manage about 50,000 companies for their clients, and we are going to market together. So it kind of sets us up for rapid growth in Asia and in Europe. So we're really excited about that.
That's great. So Jay, obviously, due to COVID, a lot of boards are being forced to conduct their meetings and their work remotely. Have you seen an uptake in your solution, and how are you helping your clients through this pandemic?
The answer is yes, definitely. We've seen an uptake, and we're doing everything we can to help our clients. I saw a graphic recently that was in the form of a multiple choice question, and the question is, who or what is driving technology innovation at your company? And answer choice A was the CEO. Answer choice B was the CIO, the Chief Information Officer. And answer choice C was COVID-19, with that circled. And I think that's true. I think that we've probably had 5 to 8 years of technology innovation in terms of how people are working because of the lockdowns and all of the other limitations on travel and getting together. And it means that boards of directors have to meet remotely. They can't get together the same way they used to. And it means that they need a single channel for organizing all of their papers, their annotations, their resolutions, their votes, everything they do. So it's very important that they have really good communication channels, and they have a really good platform to organize what they do, and that's where we come in. So COVID has actually been driving adoption of solutions like ours, and we are doing everything we can to help companies cope.
That makes a lot of sense, I would have thought. And I assume you're helping them sort of get to grips with the technology as well at the same time?
Well, you know, our bywords, as I said, are simple, affordable, and secure. So we want to bury all the complexity and make the user interface as simple as possible. So as simple as using your smartphone to make a phone call or FaceTime somebody. We want you not to have to think about the technology. And that's especially important for boards of directors. They need to worry about their companies and what's happening in the world today and the challenges of economic changes around COVID. They really don't need to be worrying about technology issues. So we keep it as direct, as simple, as useful as possible.
ESG is a hot topic for investors these days. Can digital platforms like Praxonomy add value to listed company boards from an ESG perspective? And I guess if so, how?
Sure. So, I mean, the obvious default answer would be to talk about the E part of ESG, the environmental, before talking about the social and governance issues. And certainly digital channels mean that boards can go paperless. And when you add functionality like digital signatures, when you add functionality like voting, when you have document retention policies and procedures in place on the platform, boy, does that save paper. And it saves companies from making mistakes. So that's very important. But it also makes a difference in terms of governance. What it does is allow boards to meet more frequently for shorter and sharper meetings. You don't have to travel somewhere and spend half a day or more to do a board meeting. You can do half an hour. And this is a sea change in how boards of directors work. And it's being partly driven by and partly supported by technology. And that's important for the G part of ESG, the governance part, that boards of directors are more on top of things because they're engaged on a more frequent basis. So to the extent that we can provide a unified channel for organizing the meetings, organizing the tasks, pre and post meeting, and making sure that things are properly signed off and that the records are kept and audit trailable, then that's an important ESG constituent.
And Jay, what's on the agenda for you in the coming months?
So on the technology front, our next big change is that we're moving for end users from the web browser interface to an iPad application. So they'll have a choice. They can use it on their favorite browser, or they can use it on a dedicated application on an iPad or iPhone, or even the desktop for Mac computers. And that, we think, will make things even better for all of our clients. On the business front, we're looking to open a European office with local sales and support in the UK in 2021, in the first half of the year, certainly. We'll try to do it in the first quarter. And that's important for us. That's important for the London Stock Exchange issuers and the pre-IPO companies who might be 2 or 3 years out from issuing.
Absolutely, Jay. We look forward to seeing that and continuing to work with you in 2021. Jay, thanks so much for giving up your time to speak with us today. It was really good to get an update on Praxonomy. So for more information on Praxonomy, please visit the marketplace page at www.lsegissuerservices.com/marketplace/Praxonomy. And thanks very much for watching.